Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Shorthanded as we react to last night's games and then we give you the picks for today's games. And as always, I'm joined by Nick with his famous Nick's picks. And if you're following, Brendan's bombs have been a little more lethal lately and a little less crummy.
Bomby.
Yeah, less bomby, more lethal. Let's get off at the beginning of the night. It wasn't too surprising as we watched the beginning of the night. I want to go with the eliminated team, the New Jersey Devils. The New Jersey Devils faced off against Carolina, jumped up 3-0 for those that watched, and then Carolina came storming back and then won in double overtime. So my two thoughts of this is the Devils have a lot of promise with the injuries, with what they can build on. Really good team, a lot of heart and soul. My other thought is this is why it's hard to kill a team. I don't care in any format. When you're ending a team's season, it is extremely difficult. I did not expect the Devils to go up 3-0. I thought the Devils were going to win there the way they were playing. And the fact that they, again, they had them dead to ropes and they couldn't get it. And so Carolina hopefully can get their goaltender back, or else I think that does hurt them in future rounds.
Yeah.
But so hats off to the Devils. Good season for them. And a great game 5 all in all for them.
Yeah, it was 3-0. It was very promising. I thought, they were up 1-0, okay, 2-0. My boy, Timo Meier, he scored two goals in 2 games. I thought he started to get it rolling. They were moving the puck well. That's what I like. Then you go into the second period. It's 3-0 now. I totally thought New Jersey was gonna win. Then I was starting to change my pick to New Jersey because I had Carolina in 6. So I was like, oh boy, what's happening? Then Carolina scores 1, and they score 2. Then they score 3rd. But then Nico Hischier, the captain, gets their lead back to 4-3. But then we see here the power play. You gotta be disciplined in these really careful situations. You cannot give up a 5-on-3 when it's the 3rd period. It's when you have that power play with that much firepower. I'm talking like Seth Jarvis, Shane Gostisbehere, and most importantly, Sebastian Aho on that right side. There's a guaranteed goal every single time, and that's why you just have to be super disciplined and careful in those times. So then Sebastian Aho ties it, and then we go into overtime. Carolina had it going in overtime. I just felt like they were just like the Oilers in OT. Then we go into a second overtime, second time in the series, but that was pretty crazy. Then we go 5 minutes into overtime. Then it's just that pass, Gostisbehere. It's another power play.
It's a double minor. The second 2 minutes hurt them. I understand what happened. To your point about playing disciplined hockey in the playoffs, the teams that don't get the penalties, are disciplined, play well, they advance. That's what they do. They advance. So the Devils are out. We bid them adieu. Both of us picked Carolina, so we both are 1-0 on our picks. Let's go to the earlier game.
Hey, I want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Jersey, I want to say one thing. I don't think Markstrom likes the Devils. I don't think he was showing any emotion with them. He's a great goaltender. I mean, seriously, 49 saves in double overtime. He was saving their season 5 different times in overtime, just like Darcy Kemper did. I saw that a lot from him and now Jacob Markstrom. I think he liked the Flames more. He was a great goaltender that game, and you see when it's a hard situation for the goaltenders in the elimination games, just like we're seeing from Linus Ullmark too. They play like their lives depend on it, and just like they've been playing. So I just want to say, Markstrom was great. I loved watching him play.
Did you watch him blow up his stick at the end of the game?
That was great. He
what do you mean by you don't feel he's feeling the vibes? He wanted that win more than anything.
Well, yeah, because he wanted it, but I don't think he likes it. I never saw him smile once.
Hey, listen. I will never judge anyone's performance based on smile and likability.
He was just mad.
He was.
I don't like.
He was like. I hope he plays mad. I like that about him. I think he's very happy. I loved when he blew up his stick. I love that.
Yeah. I love when they do that in hockey.
And I also want to say that, again, above all else, the handshake line at the end of a playoff series should be custom in every sport. They should get rid of all the celebration. You celebrate as a team, and then you stand in a line mid-court, and you shake hands in every sport. At home plate for baseball, mid-court for basketball, football, it doesn't matter. I know they have the individuals. I love the whole team and coaches shake hands and say, wish you the best of luck. There's something really that makes my heart endeared to hockey even more.
Yeah, it's
after you battle, after you try to kill each other, then you're like, let's shake hands.
Yeah.
You go get the cup. Best of luck. You knocked us out. You won. It happened. So
exactly.
On to the next round for Carolina. We'll be able to predict that in the next round when we find out who they're playing. Toronto had another chance to eliminate Ottawa. And this is something that we both picked Ottawa on the road.
Yeah.
And
everybody expected this one.
Did you expect Toronto to have no goals?
I didn't expect them to have no goals.
Right, that's my question.
Them to suck.
Did you expected the nervous energy of eliminating a team to overtake their body?
I knew it was going to happen.
I couldn't believe the chances they had, and they couldn't put it in the back of the net.
Like I said, Ullmark was playing.
So,
he's...
Now all the...
told you, when it's on the line, elimination, how Markstrom played, now how Ullmark is playing. Oh, dude, Ottawa's on a roll, and it's just because Toronto's up 3-0. I'm not surprised.
So now we go to Game 6 back to Ottawa. This game to me I'll just call it this. It's Toronto's lost opportunities. You want to bury a team, you got to make the shots. They had the chances. Every one of their star players had shots. They even had some breakaways. They just couldn't bury it. So maybe they need that road game. They're not feeling so much pressure, or maybe they're feeling more pressure because Game 6, I guarantee you right now, Toronto wants nothing to do with Game 7. Both the Toronto Maple Leafs at home, the fans don't want a Game 7. When you're up 3-0 and it comes down to a Game 7 in hockey, no thanks. No thanks. You want to finish this now.
Yep. Montreal did it to Toronto. I think it was back in 2021 when they went to the Cup. It was horrible. Then they finally came back and won against the Lightning, but they still haven't made it past the first round then. I don't think it's going to be a long drought. I'm not going to go into how I think the series is going to go, but this game in particular, Matthews has not stepped up to his full potential, and you've been seeing that from a lot of superstars in these playoffs. Dude, they're just falling apart.
Who did I pick in the series? I can't remember.
Okay.
I picked the Ottawa. Why did I pick Ottawa?
6. I had Toronto in 6.
It still can come true. It can still come true.
It still counts.
You're right.
Exactly.
I'm still, again, I will, I told everybody on this, I'm going to ride and die with Ottawa. So we're 2-0. We're feeling great. Yep. Now we go to the picks that we disagreed with. I'm going to start with the Minnesota Wild Golden Knights game first. I will say this to my heart's content. I texted you while you were sleeping. That offsides.
I wasn't sleeping.
And no. Let's pretend
okay.
Yeah. That offsides was the most brutal offsides you could have had with a minute left in the third period.
It wasn't an offside?
No. It was brutal in the fact that the player was offsides. It was offside.
The nice quiz. Yeah, I don't know how he did that.
You put your leg back. I don't care what you do. And I know I read all the quotes because I wanted to know how the Minnesota Wild were handling this. I was like, it happens a lot in the game. And there were two guys skating.
Exactly.
And he was looking right at the puck.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen players stick their leg back just to make sure? Because if you score the goal, and once the first challenge was kick. And I was like, it's not a kick. Then they challenged the offsides. And I'm like, oh, dear God, don't let it be offsides. Because I knew that game's over. It's a minute 15. They scored. You heard the Vegas Golden Knight fans were gone. They were like, I'm out of here. They were so
your
mad.
Your boys play hockey.
Yes.
And those offsides, even they you cannot. You have to put your leg back. But even when it's like a 2-on-1 or something, you can't just. I think their head was just like, okay, the goal's right there. It's a 2-on-1. I'm just gonna take it to the wheelhouse. But still, you gotta perform in these big moments, and they're gonna catch it. We got replay systems all over. Vegas will fight for their lives and challenge anything.
And I'll tell you this right now: the Minnesota Wild had a better third period. They were all over Vegas Golden Knights. They had to bring in your boy, your goaltender. The guy that gave you a cup because their starting goaltender battled through an illness, was probably barfing in the locker room in between period 2 and 3 and dying.
Yeah.
So here they bring in Fleury. Everyone's like, holy cow, what happened to the goaltender? It's 2-1. Minnesota scores. It's 2-2. And they are literally have an onslaught the whole third period. And I watched that goal and I was like, holy cow, Minnesota has it. They're going to go home up 3-2. Everyone thought that. And then when they called that off, I was like, you don't mess with hockey gods like that. You don't do that. To this moment, I'm like, that is a brutal.
You don't know what I felt when Fleury came in, though. It's like I got these former guys that were Penguins in the playoffs now. It's great seeing Fleury play. I mean, it's last season. He played good. He had some saves. They didn't put a lot on because, as you said, Wild had most of the energy in that third period. And then now we go into overtime. Brett Howden, it was just, you left him right there. Yeah. I don't know who the defense was.
First off, do you want to know what I call that in hockey? I watch a lot of hockey because my boys play. I call that beachfront real estate. The reason why I call it that is because it's expensive. Everyone wants to be there, and when you get there, you never want to leave it. And whenever I see a player on the offense sitting in front of the goaltender with nobody on him, there's no one on him, and he's just waiting for someone to notice and give him the puck.
I know who that reminds me of?
It drives me.
Four Nations, when Connor McDavid left open by Matthews. Like, Wild, you leave him right open. And Fleury's a great goalie.
I'm sorry. He did everything he could, too. He got wide, he got big, and it's a perfect shot. He went top shelf. It was a perfect shot.
Exactly.
Hats off, perfect shot. Hats off, great location. But I'm just going to tell you like it is. They cleared the puck, and they all started moving like the pucks got cleared, and it wasn't cleared. And in overtime, it's the littlest thing. And I'm not gonna continue to rag on the Minnesota, but you didn't play my boy Bouillon. You sat him for a veteran. I know why you did it, but he better be back in game number 6.
Oh, I bet he will. He's gonna bring the energy with his 5 foot.
I don't know how I feel about game 6. I told everyone I flipped that goal. I was so distraught after that goal, and then they went into overtime, and I was so mad because I was like, what a great story. Fleury would have won. We got brought in for the win. Minnesota's ahead 3-2 on the Golden Knights that nobody thought it was going to happen. And now the Golden Knights are up 3-2, and it just feels like they're punching a clock. And I feel like we're back to normalcy. I was just...
And it's 2-2, and then they score, and I'm like, oh my goodness, wait. It's Vegas, right? So, like, I picked them to win, so I was like, I'm bummed. And Fleury goes in. I'm like, oh my goodness, wait. I think I want to cheer for the Wild now. It's Fleury's team. He's against his old team. Dude, it was a great game. I think Jack Eichel stepped up.
And Mark Stone stepped up. Vegas played a good game. I thought the first 2 periods, and then on third period, Minnesota played desperate. That's what I like to see. And this is, again, why I'm going to say getting the Wild out is going to be difficult, and getting Vegas out is going to be difficult. Their players... I mean, again, they have stars on both sides. Minnesota has stepped up to the plate. They should be super excited about the future, but you can grab it today. You can't throw this away. That offsides call, I mean, if they lose the series, that's it. That's how brutal it was.
All those OG Golden Knights had to step up. They did. I thought, also William Karlsson, too. I forgot about him. And then you have, like, all these other Golden Knights, like Brett Howden.
Yep.
He played a great game. He got that winner. He has 3 goals in the series. And now I think this is where Jack Eichel breaks through now, though. I think he found his groove.
You may be right. I'm gonna rest on this one because I was so upset because I thought I had it in the bag. I picked the Wild to win. I flipped my pick. I was like, I think the Wild is going to win the series. I had him. I was sitting there. I'm like, dude, I just picked the Minnesota Wild to win this, upset them, and they did it. And they were all over him, and then it all crashed, and then overtime happened, and I just, like, shook my head, and I was like, it was there.
It was not over.
It was there. I know. Can you imagine that was like game 7 or a deciding game?
Oof.
Oh, that was the end of the season. And I get it. These guys are all going to go off in their merry way, and I'm sure he's been onside a million times. We're talking about a fraction, a slow-motion replay fraction. We're not even talking like it was brutal, like he was a foot offsides. He was barely offsides.
Yeah.
So, again, it's a bang-bang play. I get it's fast, but it was brutal to watch live. And the last game of the night, I picked Edmonton to beat the Kings because, like I've told you, this whole series, the Kings have got to show me that they can beat Edmonton. And suddenly, Edmonton has figured out the Kings. They outshot them 1,000,000 to 1. It was like maybe they hit 2 million shots.
Joke.
Kemper, again, probably lost 5 pounds in the game for how much work he did. Edmonton was all over him. It was 1-1. Edmonton got the second goal in the third, buried the empty netter. They win 3-1. They've solved the Kings' power play. They've been killing the power play off. The man, the myth, the legend, Evander Kane is not dead. He comes back for a great goal. And I think everyone on Edmonton's skating better. I feel like I feel like this is what happens when you don't kill a team when you have them on the ropes. Like, I feel like Edmonton played rope-a-dope with the Kings. They took a lot of punches. My goodness, did they take a lot of punches in the first 4 games. And now
it's on, like, the Kings side. Sorry, but it's just like, you look at the shot on goals.
Yeah, what is it?
19-4 in the first period, 14-8 in the second period, then 13-10. The total was 46-2. Darcy Kuemper
not two.
22, obviously, yeah.
46
it felt like 2.
Oh, the first 2 periods, it was like, my goodness, Edmonton.
Like, please. And they got the Andre Kuzmenko tip-in, the tip goal. It was a power play. I thought, like, okay, like, that was good. It happened now. I was excited. And then just keep on ripping on Kuemper. Kuemper, like, I'm going to keep on saying this every single episode, like, best goalie playoffs I've ever seen. Darcy Kuemper especially. You make 43 saves, you need help. You need to get some help. Like he was playing great in like the game 2 in LA, which I loved. Now you have to bring this into execution. You have to get back on defense. You were letting them get these silly opportunities and these silly shots. I was surprised by LA. I thought they were going to roll out this game, but I feel like what happened in overtime kind of transitioned into this game.
No, I
did the same thing.
I told you what happened. I told you what happened before the game. The weather's getting warm. It's bikini season. They're in LA. They went to the beach on the day off, and then they went to the game and they said, "Man, do we want to play any more hockey, or we can be on the beach with all of our the best life ever?"
Yeah, and then they got it was the pad, because all they could do was like try to get Kuemper lost. So then it was Victor Arvidsson on the right side. He shoots it off the pad, and then Janmark just gets that tip, game changer in the third period. And then one other thing, when you have an empty net, they had a lot of opportunities on that empty net. By the way, I'm really surprised they didn't score on that. By like Kevin Fiala, Adrian Kempe, a lot of power going towards the net. They need to use their whole lineup. Their fourth line had maybe like 3 minutes on the whole game. You need to utilize your whole lineup. They were not. I don't feel like they had the energy that game. And then the main thing I want to talk about for everybody in the playoffs, when you have an empty net, you pull your goalie, right? Then you don't get a goal, but you have the puck at the red line and everybody's changing. Don't dump the puck. 10 out of 10 times when you dump the puck and it goes around the boards, someone gets a lucky bounce and they score. That's what Drew Doughty did. It's what I've been seeing from every single game, and it pisses me off so much because you have the chances, you have the opportunities, then you just dump it. It just annoys me. That's that one little thing.
So I'm a fraction of offsides call away from being 4-0. And you're a fraction offsides call from being 2-2. I picked Edmonton. I feel like this is just either goes back to the coaching of Edmonton or the players of Edmonton. I feel like as a series gains strength, and this has proven out true over the course of their playoffs, they figure the team out and then they start to attack the weaknesses that they see. The one thing that I'll say about the Kings is you don't get 40-some shots without rebound shots. They were quicker to the puck. They were quicker to positions. They had the Kings out of place. I felt the first 4 games, the Kings probably dominated 45, 50 minutes of all of those games. And then this game was the first one I was like, Edmonton figured it out, put it together. And I said, that's a warning. You can't let a team go 2-2 and not expect them to have good games. Edmonton is a good team. And their goaltender is, hats off. 1 goal against LA. And
it was a tip. He couldn't do anything.
So basically like a shutout, but you have to give it to Edmonton. How many shots did they allow? If they allowed 40-something shots, do you think they only have 1 goal? Do you think the Kings have 1 goal on 40-some shots? I don't think so. So
Like, you only, like, 22 shots is all right, but when the other team is 46, and you have, like, half of your shots in the third period in the last 5 minutes. Hello? We're playing hockey here. Come on.
So Edmonton's up 3-2 going back to Edmonton. The coach even said this is the game we want to win on the road. We don't want to wait till game 7. All of it's solid. So we have 3 games today. So we're going to get into Nick's picks and Brendan's bombs, everybody. Those are the games we like to always look at. So we're going to start off. I want to start off first with the Florida series. The suspension has come down from the league. He gets 2 games. Hagel is not playing. So basically it's a 1-for-1 in some instances.
Should have been a 9-for-1.
Florida is trying to eliminate Tampa. Tampa is at home. They have not won, obviously.
Yeah, they're literally trying to eliminate Tampa. Like absolutely eliminate them from life.
I mean, that's why you play the game of hockey, just so you know. It's not a friendly game. You don't shake hands until the very, very end after you try to kill each other. That's why
with that Aaron Ekblad elbow, that's just...
These 2 games, don't even need to worry about it. Who do you got game 5? Tampa, Florida. Florida going for elimination.
All right, well, I need to go Tampa because my bracket likes Tampa, and my bracket likes Tampa all the way to the cup. So I'm going with my bracket here. Like I said, I need to go with my bracket because it's the elimination games, and I need to get serious. Tampa Bay, Tampa Bay. They're at home. So it goes 1, Tampa, and then it goes back to Florida, then back to Tampa, okay? Tampa at home, I have no doubt that they're winning this game, because if they don't, the season's over, and I am very confident in them. They want to get back at everything that they did in that third period, and just like what that Matthew Tkachuk hit, the Aaron Ekblad hit, everything. They're going to get back. They're going to play dirty. There's going to be scrums everywhere. I don't expect Tampa to get less than like at least 4 goals.
Here's my biggest hang-up with this series. Florida and Tampa both know how to kill. They know how to kill a team. They know how to end a team season. So the early onset of this game is going to be a big deal. I, too, so everyone knows, I like to talk about my heart and my head. My heart wants Tampa. So everyone needs to understand that. My heart has not been converted to Florida. I'm not a convert to Florida. My head is telling me that this is going to be a hard game for Tampa. And I feel like Florida knows when they smell blood. So I'm going to go with my heart, and I'm going to pick Tampa to beat Florida in Game 5 to take it back to Florida. I would love to see it go to, say, Game 7, and everyone comes back for a Game 7, which would be great. I don't know if that's even possible, but we know the suspension would be back. So that's where we sit. Game 5, Tampa, elimination. I don't see them being eliminated. I don't foresee that happening. I think Tampa's got more life in them.
And Tampa, they just had so much energy going into the playoffs. Just like the power play and just Tampa Bay, like the city in general.
I love when you say that. The way you sound when you say that sounds like you got a bad grade on a paper. Like, I was studied so hard. I've done all the work.
Exactly.
And I got a C. And your parents are sitting there going, what do you mean you studied so hard? You got a C. You didn't study so hard. You're like, no, I swear to God. So Tampa was preparing for the playoffs for who? For Florida. They should have been ready for Florida, and they got whooped in Game 1. So you got to show up. I don't think I've seen a complete game from Tampa. Their win was pretty complete. That's not right. 5-1 was a good complete game. They need one of those performances, to your point. They need to win 5-1. They need to put it out of their grasp. They need to do some damage. But we'll see. My heart says Tampa. I'm picking Tampa. The next one is, I don't think, a hard one for you. The Montreal Canadiens are trying to get rid of elimination on the road against the Washington Capitals. I'm sure a lot of our politicians will be at the game because they love hockey, and that's a good thing in my opinion. So do the Capitals finish off Montreal? Do the hated Washington Capitals finish off the beloved Montreal Canadiens?
I want you to look at my banner right there, and I think you know my answer to this game.
What do you got?
Like I picked in every single game. Canadiens! Okay?
Is this,
ole, ole, ole.
Is this what you say the Canadians need to mount up like the Mounties?
Dude, they are going to rock in this game. I don't care. They're not getting eliminated by the Washington Capitals. They have the energy. They have everything. They have the rookies. All right, like I've been saying, we're going to Washington, so it's going to be hard. They're in an elimination game now, like it was for Ottawa, but obviously Ottawa's versus the horrible Toronto Maple Leafs in a series-clinching game. So now you have Montreal down 3-1, and they're in Washington. I feel like Washington's going to have the same mindset they had in game 1 where they came out early. They were hitting, right? But then Montreal has to absorb all of that and just use it to play. They have to use it in the way like they're playing. The power play has to be good. Like their forecheck has been like amazing. They've been getting several goals off of it. I think Cole Caulfield's been playing great. All of their rookies have been playing great. I think most of the pressure is on Washington because they've been having like a lot of these sketchy wins. So I'm gonna take Montreal.
My heart and my head say Montreal. The reason why I say that is because they played them very tight in game 2. I feel they have already done all the, we're overpowered, we're not as big. I feel like they have, just like the Minnesota Wild have, all of the allure of the Washington team is not anymore an allure. Martin St. Louis is coaching this team great. This Montreal Canadiens team, I do not think goes out tonight. I think they definitely bring it back for game 6. You're going to see a lot of energy from them, and I think, again, it is hard to knock off and kill a team, and I just don't think Washington has it for tonight. So I also agree with you. I'm picking Montreal tonight in game number 5. So we have 0 teams eliminated tonight, 0 handshakes tonight. So we go to game 5. Game 5 of the Winnipeg Jets versus the St. Louis Blues. Now, the star of the Winnipeg Jets is now coming back to the lineup. I don't know if you read that. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but he was out, point leader for Winnipeg, I believe. I don't know if you saw that article.
No, I'm not sure.
He's been practicing with the top line. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Wait, I think I know what you're talking about. It's
Oh, I had it here a second ago. Anyhow, he's the leading point getter of, I think it starts with his last name starts with a V, if I remember correctly.
V. Wait, I think I can look on the Jets. What the mess?
You were talking about him not playing this whole series, and now he's coming back for game 5. Hold on.
Has Nicola Ehlers been? Nicola Ehlers?
Oh, it's so much fun when we're doing this live, folks. Here we go. Whoops. Just go to NHL.com and check it out. It's right there.
Wait, I see it. It's Gabriel Velarde.
Thank you.
Gabe Velarde.
Yes, he's coming back on the top line for Winnipeg. Sorry about the little mix-up there, the headache, if you will. Mm-hmm. I wanted to make sure you've been doing your pick with full knowledge. So St. Louis cruises to victories at home. Winnipeg won barely at home. This is Game 5. This is a huge game. As you all know, Jim Montgomery, the former University of Denver coach, is coaching for St. Louis, so we all know how I feel about that. Who do you have in this Game 5? This is a big deal. I believe you picked the Jets to win the series, and I picked St. Louis. So this is a big deal for the President's Cup winner.
Yeah.
I feel like we both know who the pressure's on.
And that is the Jets. Absolutely the Jets. They've been playing ferocious in these past couple games in St. Louis, and they didn't play that amazing in Winnipeg either. I don't like what I saw from them. They played way better in the regular season. I liked watching them. I thought they were dominant, but everything's changed when you're in the playoffs. When you verse the Blues in the playoffs, it's a whole different series. You've seen all of the puck movement, whatever, but now we're in Winnipeg. They won both games at Winnipeg. So I think that's a huge factor because people in Canada, obviously, like we said, if you're in Canada watching hockey, what do you think is going to happen? They're going to go crazy. They're probably going to have the whiteout like they had. And when that happens, I just feel like they have all the energy and the hits. And like I've been saying, their captain, Adam Lowry, need him to score. If he does not score, I know he's on like the third line center. I just need their big guys to show up. And Kyle Connor has been scoring. Mark Scheifele has been getting these assists. But still, when you're at home and it's just like 2-2, or if you lose, you go in you go into St. Louis down 3-2, where you absolutely lose that game. You need you can't just rely on Connor Hellebuyck in the net, because he's been playing absolutely atrocious. Probably the worst goalie I've seen in the playoffs.
He's
so
got
far.
a save percentage of an 817.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna throw up. So if they don't show up this game, which I think they will, so
An average,
original pick.
just to add, an average of 4.24 goals a game.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna speak anymore. But now, yeah, I'm gonna take the Jets because I had the Jets in 6, so I think that is possible. I loved watching them at home for the playoff opener. It was fun. So I'm gonna take Winnipeg.
I still feel this is a backdoor sweep. I feel they were down 2-0. St. Louis wins Game 5 and Game 6. My heart and my head are on the same page. I've watched hockey enough to know that the forecheck kills, and right now St. Louis is killing them with the forecheck. And it's not even slowly. It's quick. It's vicious. It's violent. It is by far the quickest forecheck, the fastest on the puck that I've seen in anywhere. I know they're bringing back their top guy. Maybe they get some points. They can get the puck out of the... But he's coming back from an injury, and guess what's going to happen? They're going to try to blow him up. And St. Louis is going to play fast and furious, get out fast. They've gotten out fast in every single game. They've owned the first 5 minutes of every game. I'm going to be interested to see how the first 5 minutes go here tonight. But I will just say, I love St. Louis in this game. So to round out our picks, we agree on Montreal.
But wait, but Winnipeg in the first 5 minutes, first period of game, what was it, Game 4? Loved.
Listen, they owned the first period of Game 4. I agree with you. The shots on goal, everything that they were doing, they did a really good job. I just feel like that Winnipeg is not Edmonton. They haven't figured it out. I don't see Winnipeg going 40-20 in shots. Could that happen? Absolutely. Does Winnipeg have the talent to make that happen? Absolutely. Do I see St. Louis doing that?
No. But Connor Hellebuyck said he's going to be better returning in Game 5. So if he doesn't,
what is he gonna say? I'm gonna be worse.
It's like, but like he needs to.
What kind of a quote is that? I'm gonna be better, dude. He got pulled 2 games in a row. You can't get worse.
Like obviously,
and it wasn't like
he doesn't get a shutout. Trade him away. Leave my house right now. If he does not get a shutout in this game, I'm gonna be surprised because Connor Hellebuyck is a great goaltender. I love him. He's fun to watch, but when it comes to these situations, Jordan Binnington is better. Jordan Binnington is better all the way, better goals against average. But Connor Hellebuyck, you need to keep to your promises.
I'm sorry. I'm just listening to myself talk before the start of the series. You just said one goaltender has again proven that he's better in clutch times. He won 4 Nations face-off. He won a Stanley Cup. Hellebuyck has not done any of those things, and I think at this point I wouldn't even bring him back for Team USA moving forward.
And then we got the Vezina trophy, too.
You know
what do you think the Vezina should be?
He would be really, really good as a regular season, get your team in the playoff goalie. And then you need a playoff goalie.
Yeah. And, like, not even the backup goalies like that. Like, I think Darcy Kemper should win it. Because...
Oh, my Lord.
He's best
he's about,
of these playoffs.
He's about to be out. It just shows you Edmonton starting to just skate rockets around everyone. And again, the Kings, that game, everything about the Kings just makes me shake my head because it makes no sense.
It was horrible.
So right now, you have taken Winnipeg for tonight. I've taken St. Louis. We both agree on the Canadiens, and we both agree on the what was the first game?
What was it?
Oh, Florida. The big series in Florida. The big series in Florida that's not 2-2, so they're robbing us. So it's 3-1. We're hoping Tampa keeps it alive. Those are the 3 games, everybody. As you can tell, us covering the series as we get mixed up. We're about to get to the, we'll call it the Elite 8. The Elite 8, I think that's a good way to put it. We have 1 team in right now, and we got a lot more teams that are about to try to get in. So,
and Alex Ovechkin is too old, and everyone scream, Adam Lowry score, please, or Nick will perish.
There we go, folks. Thanks again. Those are Nick's picks. Those are Brendan's bombs, and we appreciate you joining us on a daily basis, subscribing, liking, and we enjoy the comments, the trash talking, the where we got it wrong, how we are fools, and we hope to hear how you've won a lot of money on our picks. Thanks, everybody. Bye now.